could still be standing. Or maybe tomorrow, Petro Gas can finally call themselves conquerors. Because after today, someone gets to live forever. Ito ang PVL All-Filipino Conference nagbabalik para sa huling yugto. This is Game 3 here in the heart of volleyball.
Cool Smashers will more often than not win in a 5-setter match or win in a do-or-die match only because history says so. But the Petro Gazz Angels are trying to go against conventional wisdom. They did it in game number 1 by winning the 5th set. Can they change the narrative tonight and finally win a game number 3 against the established favorites? We welcome you to game number 3. Sudden Death Saturday. One more time around the block between the Creamline Cool Smashers and the Petro Gazz Angels. This is PVL Primetime, and you are watching us on One Sports Plus, and the Pilipinas Live app. We are inside the Phil Sports Arena. We had a great battle for bronze. We're going to have a great battle for gold. Boom Gonzalez, Neil Flores, Lexi Rodriguez got us started here at the arena. Lexi, I'm stressed. I'm tense. Tell me what the teams are feeling prior to this game.
Well, all I can say, all of us are tense, but these two teams, they're showing a veteran kind of mindset. They're not tense at all. They're enjoying themselves actually back in the dugout. So I'm just really excited. We're all just really excited for this.
We're very much excited, especially Neil, because games 97 and 98, game 1 and 2 were both 5th setters. It's never happened in PVL finals history. So we're set up here for game number 99. Imagine that, Neil. Isa na lang, 100 games na tayo here in the PVL. Take us to what happened in game number 2.
It was a sweet win for the Cool Smashers in game number 2. When it comes to a championship series like this, it's all about the immediate adjustments of a specific team. Creamline's adjustments paid off, and the biggest adjustment that they made was to field in Michelle Gumabao and Gemma Galanza as their starters, and they had enough offense to really overpower the Petro Gazz Angels. But Petro Gazz rallied back, and they were able to use their heavy serves to their advantage. But come the 5th set, it was Creamline on top. They surged to a 9-5 lead, and they never looked back.
Well, you know what, Neil, actually, that kind of in-game adjustment that you're talking about, the Gemma and MG starting lineup for that is actually Coach Sherwin's instinct. He trusted his own instinct, and, you know, for him, it's been really like a chess game, especially for that game too. And more than anything else, you know, he trusts the culture, he trusts the core, especially these two girls who have been here before, who have played this kind of match before. While on the other side of the court, you know, there's Coach Koji, who's, you know, just really trying to get everything together, trying to fight with fire. And of course, for him, this finals isn't just the kind of finals. He's trying for something that would work and would break through for the Petro Gazz Angels.
Yeah, unfortunately and ironically, naubusan sila ng gas in that 5th set of game number 2. So let's talk about that instinctive move, rather, Neil, by Coach Sherwin. A lot of questions coming into the finals with Gemma Galanza's hand. That's the reason why we probably didn't see her start in game number 1. But sets 3 and 4 in game 1 worked. Tinuloy-tuloy nila in game number 2.
That is correct. In game number 1, we highlighted the production of the middle blockers of the Cool Smashers. But in game number 2, the wings did their job. Ang daming MVPs sa roster ng Creamline, and they just showed that you can count on any MVP. Gemma Galanza had an explosive game, had 13 points in production, and Michelle Gumabao also supported her with 11 markers.
Yeah, so you see that they're doing very well since they started in sets number 3. We probably expect them to start again here in this winner-take-all match on Sudden Death Saturday. We talked about Creamline. We will talk about Petro Gas when we come back from this short break. 2024 was day number 1 of this PVL All-Filipino Conference right here in this venue, in this jam-packed venue tonight. This is the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig. We welcome you again to our do-or-die match, game number 3, between the Creamline Cool Smashers, who are looking for their 5th straight All-Filipino title, and the Petro Gazz Angels, who are looking for their first. So let's talk about the contenders this time. And let's talk about the support group that has been so good here in the series for Petro Gazz.
All conference long, the Petro Gas Angels really relied on Brooke Van Sickle to score those attack points. But in game number 2, she was visibly checked by the defense of the Creamline Cool Smashers. That's why ang ganda ng supportang nakuha niya. MJ Phillips and Jonas Sabete combined for 32 points. We already mentioned this. MJ Phillips will be one of the most crucial pieces if Petro Gas wants to win here in game number 3. And as for Jonas Sabete, she's in charge of those out-of-system plays. Usually, left pin yung nakikita natin umaatake. But in game number 2, she also stepped up by converting a lot of those broken plays.
And we mentioned MJ Phillips was the hero in that 5th set of game number 1, scoring 6 points as they pulled away from the Creamline Cool Smashers. Very different in the case of game number 2, as Bernadette Pons was the hero in that 5th set. So we might as well talk about her and our PVL premier matchup against the BVS.
We have a lot of MVPs on both sides of the court, so pick your poison. Bernadette Pons and Brooke Van Sickle have been leading the charge for their respective squads. For Bernadette Pons, she scored 16 points in game number 1, 22 in game number 2. Baliktad naman kay Brooke Van Sickle, scored 24 in game number 1, but only scored 18 in game number 2. So all eyes will be on these two players tonight.
Actually, gusto ko yung matira matibay kasi 6 months long of a conference and talagang matira matibay. And from that long of a conference, from that duration, Pons told me that talagang yung nag-focus siya, she thinks that she's already mastered the art of being composed in every match, in every game. You know, she thinks that she doesn't flinch even when the game is tight. And the same goes for Brooke, you know. Actually, I got to speak with her earlier and she told me na walang nagbago from the first time that she faced Creamline. She still feels a little nervous, actually 10 times more right now. But she really needed that time alone for herself, so she had her headphones on back in the dugout. But everything's really cool for Brooke. For Pons, she played this for like maybe 100 times, but for tonight, Brooke Van Sickle will definitely play like it's the last time. And obviously, it won't be the last time that we will be seeing and hearing from our PVL fans who has been with us ever since the start of this conference. And that's why to everybody who's watching on the Filipinas Live app and to anybody who's watching online, we have a poll question for the day for you. Which team will have their one crowning moment? Is it the Creamline Cool Smashers or the Petro Gazz Angels? You can also join in the conversation using the hashtag PVL2025.
Well, Lexi, Neil, and everybody watching, the big number today is 1. 1 win is what Creamline needs to continue to cement their legacy and win another title. 1 win is what Petro Gas needs to get their first All-Filipino title and create a legacy of their own. We will all be back with First Serve for game number 3 here at the Phil Sports Arena. But before that, why don't we go all in with Tots Carlos and Myla Pablo?
Now or never. Ibibigay na talaga namin lahat. Buhos na talaga. Every point, paghirapan talaga namin. Ito na yun eh.
Is do or die game. Mindset mo talaga is ibigay mo na yung best mo. Kasi syempre, puso na lang talaga yan sa loob ng court.
Unang-una, sunod lang kami sa sistema ni Coach and yung effort din talaga dapat 100% or 200% kasi last na talaga to. So, yun, kailangan lang din namin talaga mag-focus sa strength ng team and ilabas yung mga pinag-insayuhan namin.
So, kailangan talaga is magtulong-tulong kami as a team and then, syempre, kailangan talaga is kung ano yung mga kailangang gawin namin sa training or mga lapses namin, kailangan talaga is i-training namin sa loob ng court para at least madala namin sa game.
Mentality ng team, it's a do or do for us. Ayaw namin, we're not gonna die. Ayaw namin matalo. So, kailangan ibuhos na talaga, gagawin namin lahat para maipanalo yung game, whatever it takes.
Halos lahat naman ng team may gustong patunayan eh. So kami kasi is mindset talaga namin is syempre dito na kami, nakuha na namin yung finals Bibitawan ba namin tong game 3? Maglalaro lang kami as a team. Kung ano yung mga ginagalaw namin this conference is may apply namin tong finals na to. Kasi yun lang naman talaga yung gusto namin Kumbaga, lahat naman kami is gustong manalo, gustong makakuha ng championship.
Two teams stand before us. By the end of tonight, only one will take home the crown. The time has come for the 2024-2025 Premier Volleyball League All-Filipino Conference Finals Game 3. Gasmates, sabi ni Myla Pablo, mag-cheer daw kayo. Let's welcome the challengers, your Petro Gazz Angels! The Petro Gas Angels are looking for their first All-Filipino crown. They won game number 1 to extend this series. And now, let's welcome your starters! Let's start off with jersey number 5, the upbeat middle blocker from Cebu City, a former PVL best middle blocker, Joy Dacaron! Joining the Angels is jersey number 8. From Pasig City, Iloilo, she is a best opposite spiker in every league she has stepped foot in. Numero 8, the lefty legend, Isa Maiso Pontillas. Joining in is jersey number 10. From Kapolei, Hawaii, an energetic and confident reigning MVP of the All-Filipino Conference, BVS. It's Brooke Van Sickle! Jersey number 13, come on down. She is from Carson, California, and a 2-time PVL Best Middle Blocker, the adaptable middle blocker, MJ Phillips. I think number 17 also wants to join the spot. She is Miss Manila, the optimistic and free-spirited, multi-awarded center of Petro Gas, G. Saet. Also joining in is jersey number 20 from Escalante City, Negros Occidental. The very active risk taker and Champions League best outside spiker, Jonah Sabete. Completing your Petro Gas starters is the patient and reliable libero from Bukidnon and a UAAP Beach Volleyball MVP, none other than Bilog Barbon. Coaching the Angels is Koji Chizurabaya.
Handa na ba kayong sumigaw, mga ka-good vibes? Let's go, Creamline! Let's go! Let's go, Creamline! Let's go! Kayo naman!
Mga ka-good vibes, narinig ninyo si Eliza. It's time to cheer for the defending champs. Let's welcome the Creamline Cool Smashers. The Cool Smashers are looking for their 4th overall Filipino crown. And they've won game number 2 of this series to tie and extend it to an exciting game number 3. And now, for our starters from the Cool Smashers. Let's call on jersey number 1. She never backs down to any challenge. The setter from Bacoor, Cavite, and former finals MVP in the Invitational Conference, Kyle Negrito. Joining in is the strong-headed middle blocker and 6-time PVL best middle blocker, number 6, Pams Panaga! We could not forget their libero, jersey number 11 from Santa Rosa, Laguna. Let's say happy birthday to Kyla Atienza. From Quezon City, the game captain for Creamline, number 7, MG Michelle Gumabaw. from Marikina City, an energetic and passionate middle blocker, PTL. It's Bea De Leon! From Talisay City, Negros Occidental, the competitive and quick learner, number 19, MV Bonds, Bernadette Bonds! Completing the starters for the Cool Smashers from Santa Rosa, Laguna. She is the gravity-defying and fearless, electrifying Douglas Darna, Gemma Galanza. Head coach for the Cool Smashers is Sherwin Meneses.
The final chapter. A celebration awaits. Will the red banners finally unfurl? Or will the standard stay pink?
Hindi kami titigil hanggat di namin na-defend yung crown. Puso ng champion!
The throne is for the taking. Overthrow or overpower.
Checkmate.
Which queen will reign? The queendom.
This is Game 3 of the Finals, where today's winner is declared champion of this season's All-Filipino Conference. For match number 99, let us welcome the winners of Game 2 of the Finals, our defending champions, our Creamline Cool Smashers. The winners of Game 1 of the Finals, our Petro Gazz Angels. Presenting our international officials for this match. First referee from Hong Kong, Mr. Adams Wong. Second referee from the Philippines, Mr. Herbert Matematico. Let's call on our starting lineup once more for our Creamline Cool Smashers. Let's begin with jersey number 1, Kyle Angela Negrito. At number 6, Janet Panaga. Wearing jersey number 7, Michelle Teresa Gumabao. At number 14, Bea De Leon. And number 19, Bernadette Pons. Number 23, Jessica Margaret Galanza. Starting libero is number 11, Kyla Liana Atienza. Their head coach, Mr. Sherwin Meneses. Presenting our Petro Gazz Angels. Beginning with jersey number 5, Mary Joy Dacoron. At number 8, Aiza Maizo Pontillas. Wearing jersey number 10, Brooke McKenna Van Sickle. At number 13, Mar Jana Phillips. Wearing jersey number 17, Relea Ferina Saet. And number 20, Jonah Sabete. Starting libero is number 23, Baby Love Barbon. And their head coach, Mr. Koji Tsujurobara. This is match number 99, game 3 of the finals.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We finally get into it. And we love Neil, what a series brings, because it's adjustments and counter adjustments. And the starters for Petro Gas, the changes there, the veteran Aiza Maizo Pontillas will start today. Joy Dacoron, who had a great game 2, will start today against the Creamline Cool Smashers, who made their adjustment in game number 2. And obviously it worked. And that was the same starting lineup that they had in game number 2. It doesn't change today. Here we go. Game number 99 on day number 50. And again, ang babantayan natin, Neil, we've been saying it like we are a broken record from game 1 to game 3. It's the start of the sets. They have been such an indicator.
Aside from that, yung passing stability ng both teams, babantayan din natin yan. Teams only had 1 day to prepare their final adjustments for game number 3. I like the starting unit of Petro Gas. They put Sabete back in her natural position. And again, this is game number 3. You have to use the Aiza Maizo Pontillas.
I love yung the Aiza Maizo Pontillas. Kasi deserve talaga. As Joy Dacoron gets us going 1-all. Yun pa yun, ano? All season long, and this long conference, Neil, ang haba ng mga pahinga ng mga teams in between games, and all of a sudden here, 3 games, 3 very intense games in 1 week. 2-1 Creamline. Let's go to Lexi Rodriguez.
Every time that Jonah Sabete steps on the court, you feel her energy. She's fierce, she's focused, and definitely she's fighting right at that cue just a few minutes ago, Buminil. But you know what? Hindi umawak ng bola ang Petro Gas Angels, not until the official warm-ups earlier. Coach Koji wanted one thing and one thing only, full recovery. That was the priority, not reps, not drills, just making sure that they had enough time and fuel left for one final battle. And earlier, even in that call-out, Jonah's body language says it all. And before the match, I asked her what was going on through her mind heading into Game 3. She said, pagod na akong matalo, pagod na akong isipin. Yung almost is never enough. Kasi hindi pwedeng sayang yung pinaghirapan namin. And that's the fire that she and the rest of the Petro Gas Angels are bringing in today. Buminio?
I'm sure Lexi, pagod na nga sila matalo. 26-9 is the all-time record between these two teams, Neil. Right now, it is 4-1. Creamline. Chance ball for Petro Gas. One more. Counter-attack. Cheat. Jonah. Chance ball at 4-1. Back to Petro Gas. MJ hangs. Big. The one-hander by Gemma keeps it alive. Long rally alert. Back set to Aiza. Bang!
Point number 1 for Aiza Pontilla. You also have to give it to Creamline. Solid floor defense, the backcourt, keeping that ball alive. Petro Gas who won that point.
Well, Jonah made the point to Lexi earlier. Yung pahinga, the priority was rest and recovery. You and I, Neil, we did game 3 in 2023 between these two teams, and we saw the big difference. But Petro Gas in game number 3 really lost their juice because of the final schedule. But that was, of course, now they have Brooke Van Sickle, they have MJ Phillips, they have like Rania Musa there. Nakapagpahinga si Aiza Pintillas dito sa serye na to. It might be different, we'll see. 6-2.
Strong serving from the Cool Smashers. This was their game plan in game number 2.
Ace number 2, Neil. And Coach Koji calls time right away.
Here's your for the catch. Change our mind. Go. You have a chance. Here's our catch. Have a chance.
Hit the ball first. Hit the ball.
Okay. It's okay. Big catch. Ready?
Early timeout, and the early chants from the Creamline fans who are ecstatic at this 6-2 start. Looking for their 5th straight All-Filipino title. And 11 overall. Mitch back on tap. Brooke with a perfect pass. She sends it over right away, which gives Pons the ability to attack. Jonah on the other side puts it away. Good timeout.
And Jonah Sabet is just so comfortable hitting from the left side of the court. Brooke Van Sickle will move up front. This is the time for the Petro Gas Angels to make their counter run. Strong front line here. They have Brooke Van Sickle. They also have MJ Phillips.
Misreceive. Naisip pa. This is classic Creamline. We've seen it year after year. As we look at the spike of the set brought to you by Duncan, pasalubong ng bayan, you're really not going to see tip balls from them. They are going to attack regardless of the pass.
Bernadette Pons was still able to go to that sharp cross-court hit.
Gemma this time rolls it off speed. And everybody thought they were going to Brooke, but MJ Phillips got that one.
She was asking for that ball. She was very active in game number 2. She's looking to produce the same numbers here in game number 3.
Phillips is averaging 15.5 in the series. 16 points and 15 points in games 1 and 2. Gemma. 8-4, Creamline. We will be back.
Na-miss niyo ba yung game namin? Kung na-miss niyo, subscribe na to our YouTube channel. Subscribe na!
Arena Plus Astig sa Sports. We are welcoming you back inside the Phil Sports Arena. Mr. Ricky Vargas, board member of Signal TV, and his friends who were all in attendance in game number 1, by the way, of the finals. And they're here in game number 3 of the PVL finals. We welcome you to our coverage on One Sports Plus, and the Pilipinas Live app. A chance to attack, but rejected at the net was Gemma Galanza to cut the lead down to 3.
Defensive stop from Chisaet.
That's a block of the set, brought to you by East West Bank, the official bank of the PVL All-Filipino Conference.
Pag nasa harap si Chisaet, alam natin na siya yung magiging target ng Petro Gas Angels because she is the shortest blocker on the floor. If she can time that block well as so that they can get those kill blocks.
Bernadette from behind, denied by Joy Tacoron. 2 straight points by Petro Gas.
Rocky holds it up for the Petro Gas Angels. Double block established against Brooke Van Sickle. Against Bernadette Pons.
Over. 3 straight points. And Tacoron, by the way, did not play in game number 1. Played in game number 2. Had 5 points. Impactful points also, Neil. And now, Creamline calls its first time out of set 1.
Gitnawan tayo, gitnawan. Hey, ready tayo. Okay? Ready, let's go. Okay, let's go.
Balls, girls!
Hey, all in, Creamline!
There's so many great things to love about this series. You said it in game number 2, Neil. This is your favorite PVL championship series. One of it is the fact that you got 2 teams, veteran already in the championships. Ayaw magpaiwan in terms of runs. They always have answers. Both teams had 4 players, averaging in double figures in the first 2 games. It's really, it will boil down to a few breaks here and there.
That's why it's so fun kasi walang iisang go-to player yung Petro Gas Creamline.
Gemma Galanza, the hit out. Off a great timeout by Sherwin, who trying to stop a 3-0 run by Petro Gas, and he did. Isa again. Doug. Gemma again. Out. Oh, in. Wow, what an angle from the pride of Laguna.
Gemma Galanza just using her wrist action. Go for that kill.
2 straight points.
Yeah, and a 3-point lead for the Cool Smashers.
After the timeout, 8-7 was our score. It's 10-7 again. Both teams just answering each other. Brooke. Dog by Gemma. Chased by Negrito. Another chance here. They go to Isa. What happened there, Neil?
Too low on the contact for Isa Pontillas. Here in the first set, tinatry talaga ng Petro Gas na hindi masyadong mag-rely kay Brooke Van Sickle. They've been distributing the balls to their other attackers para later on ma-open up si Brooke Van Sickle.
Right. 3-0 run. Brooke will send a free ball to Creamline. Barbon was up for it. Tacoron dumps it over. Back set to Michelle. Rejected by PVS.
That is the 3rd kill block for the Petro Gas Angels here in set number 1. And across all skill set categories, pantay-pantay din sila. Both of the teams are now getting their fair share of kill blocks. Later on, you'll see a couple of service aces for sure.
Gemma! Rumeceive! Tumakbo sa gitna! And kills it. Myra point on the set, brought to you by Myra B. Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. It's even more dangerous when she's in the middle, Neil.
That's her favorite play. Kasi ang dami niyang anggulong pwedeng puntahan.
Brooke from behind, it's sent back. Isa will try again, rolls it over. Not good enough. Isa, dikit na dikit. Uh-oh, chance to counter. Pawns. Doug. Jonah. Low. So after the timeout, that is 5 straight points by Coach Sherwin's team.
Petro Gas is having problems on their transition plays. Pag umahaba yung rally, bumababa yung contact ng mga wing spikers nila.
And Coach Koji calls his second timeout of the set.
Let's go, let's go! Come on! Side! Mistake! Mistake!
Guys, nagkukulang lang dun sa execution. Meron tayong pasa, may set, yung execution, saka yung pag pinalo nyo, dapat merong choice kung saan nyo ilalagay. Hindi lang basta papaluin, okay? May direksyon. Let's go! Hey, Petro Gas! Angels!
3-0 run by Creamline, 3-0 run by Petro Gas, and the 5-0 counter run by the Cool Smashers. Gemma on tap, 13 serving 8. A break.
Here's the good news for Petro Gas. MJ Phillips will now move on to the front row.
Can they maximize? That is the question. Joy Dacoron serving.
We are looking for more consistency on the pass from the Petro Gas Angels.
Right. Another broken play and another chance to counter. And as we always say, that's almost a freebie already that you're giving, especially at a championship level, Neil.
That's it. If you want to challenge the Cool Smashers in transition plays, you have to put power in those third touches. Kahit na malayo na, try your best to target those corner pockets. Pahirapan yung defenders by forcing them to move.
Because that's what Creamline does, di ba? Third ball is always an attack regardless of whether they're in position or not. And it doesn't always produce a point, but it keeps that defense always on alert. Doug, Tempiatura was there. Jonah, the quick one. Buepa. Sayat to MJ. Doug with the left hand from Gemma. Brooke from behind. Mitch from the right side. Isa to Jonah. Sends it back. Giving Creamline again another chance to attack.
Creamline clearly has the upper hand pagdating sa mga long rallies. Floor defense on point for the Cool Smashers. That's why they're getting so many opportunities to convert their digs into points.
Pablo is back, is in for the first time. Janelle Cheng also on a double sub. 15-10 is the score.
Jonas Abete will move to the right pin.
Cheng to Jonah. 3 points.
Good break point for the Petro Gas Angels. They also need the production of Myla Pablo in a game like this.
Myra point of the set brought to you by Myra B. Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. 2 straight points.
Kill block number 4 for Petro Gas.
Brooke saw that coming. Gemma with a perfect pass. Kill block number 5. They're right back in it. 13-15. Coach Sherwin calls his second timeout. No more timeouts for both teams.
Two spikers lang tayo eh. Kahit mag-press yan, sasama yan si Basige. So, dos tayo. Dos. Okay? Good yan, kinukuha ka, okay yun. Pag-close, pag walang receive, harapin natin. Okay. Meron ka sa...
Okay,
Let's go.
Phillips closing the door on that PVL attack. It's a 3-0 Petro Gas run. Both teams, no more timeouts, and we are at 15-13, Neil. I love it. I love it. Now it's going to be them taking responsibility and accountability. They have to deal with all the runs themselves now. That's a chance to attack, and Brooke is in front. Off the soft block. Counter by Pons. Bumalik na naman. Bernadette asks for a slow one.
Another kill block for the Petro Gas Angels. Kill block number 6. It's the attacking of Creamline versus the net defense of the Angels here in the opening set.
And MJ is the anchor of that net defense. She's the assist blocker in the middle. A crucial role for Marjana. And a tough role, too. That's almost 50% of the points of Petro Gas coming from a block.
Now is the time for Brooke Van Sickle to score those attack points. They're within 1.
And look at how careful she was not to overreach and just tap it back.
No safest lead in a game 3. It is going to be a slow burn in all the sets.
5-0 run, Neil. Uy! Maya! Nagigil.
Had the right intention though to go for that kill, but Creamline will get a kill block as we enter our second technical timeout.
Second technical timeout, 16.
Bitin na kayo sa games? Watch all the replays at PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
SB Finance ang BFF na malalapitan. We are back with you on One Sports Plus, and the Filipinos Live app for the live coverage of the talk of the town, Neil. Game 3 of the PVL Finals.
16 all in the opening set. Feel ko deserve ng lahat ang isa pang 5-set match to close out our
Kala ko sabihin mo,
conference.
deserve tayo mag best of 5.
Yun din, kung pwede lang.
16 all. Chance here. Cheng shoots it to Brooke, who puts it away with a heater. Oh, you cannot get cleaner than that.
Petro Gas is now in the driver's seat.
Wow.
Holding on to a 1-point lead against the Cool Smashers.
After being down by 5 points. This is why these two teams deserve to be here in the finals, Neil. They're just the way they respond to each other in this series. One more for Brooke. What a smart attack.
Holding back on power, just looking at that loose block from the Cool Smashers. She already knew na may advantage na siya. Just brush that off the hands of Tots Carlos. Now a 2-point lead for the Angels.
18, serving 16. MJ goes to Gemma. Myla was there. Back to Van Sickle. 10-2 run. And again, no timeouts here for both teams anymore.
Substitution for Coach Sherwin Menendez. Eliza Valdez checks in.
What a luxury.
That's 3 straight points for Brooke Van Sickle and the Angels.
A luxury to have Eliza off the bench right away.
Yeah, instant point for Eliza Valdez and the Cool Smashers, getting an immediate break point.
Luxury to pull Gemma off the bench and Mitch off the bench in game number 1, and here in game number 3 put Eliza off the bench, and sometimes get that crowd even more juiced up here at the Phil Sports Arena. An over ball, another over ball.
Nobody went for that block. Petro Gas paid for that.
Yeah, that's what Brooke was telling Joy Nacoron. On the second one.
Backliner si Janelle Cheng, hindi siya pwedeng tumalon up front.
Lead is down to 1. Brooke with the left hand. Brooke is piling up the points now, 6 points.
Wasn't the best of sets for Brooke Van Sickle, but she was still able to use her offhand to get that through the first line of defense of Creamline.
So the subs making a difference. And sometimes, Neil, it's not a difference in terms, wala naman points si Cheng at saka si Myla Pablo. It's not always about that, right?
Yeah,
Neil?
sometimes nakakuha lang sila ng rebound from their block. Nakakapag-assist lang sila on the floor. Malaking tulong na yon for the Petro Gas Angels. And these are the things that they have to avoid.
Mamigay, oo.
They're already up against Creamline, so you don't want to squander that lead.
Joy off the rebound. Atienza will go to Eliza. Sent back. Kyle back to Lai. Hit was there. Isa with a counter. What a dig by Atienza. Valdes again. Not that time.
No block touch from the Petro Gas Angels. Back to a 2-point lead.
21-19.
There will be a challenge from the Cool Smashers. It is going to be a block touch challenge.
And pretty much that's also the only way you can kind of break any kind of momentum or run here now going forward without the timeout for both teams. What a battle. Here in game number 3. 154 days after we started in November 9. 22 weeks. A 5-month grind, Neil, and we're here finally, a game short of 100 to finally find out who's going to be the queens of the heart of volleyball.
Here day, no block touch from the Petro Gas Angels. A successful challenge for the Cool Smashers.
So it will stay as a 2-point lead with BVS behind. Serving. Mitch on the left side. Side goes to Jonah. Had to adjust. Counter-attack here. Kumabaw again. And that will be the 7th block.
Impressive numbers for the Angels. Almost in double digits. Wow.
Crazy.
Yan yung in-overload nila sa one-day preparation nila.
That takes away also some pressure to your offensive players. Woo! Wow. That almost hit Kyla's hair.
Unexpected error from Brooke Van Sickle.
Good point. One of the better servers in the league. Gemma had a great moment earlier in the service area. Had a nice run. She's back there now. And it's a misreceived ball again by Jonah.
Chisa still went for the quick attack. I think the Coron was already expecting a set to the wings kasi hindi na optimal yung naging pasa nila. But as a middle blocker, you have to keep on going to your explosive approach whatever happens. Kasi yung mga veteran setters kagaya ni Chisaet, kaya pa rin nila ihatid yung bola.
Joy. That will be Petro Gas point. Well, they got a little nervous there because Joy did not do enough for the put away.
Kill block number 8.
Number 8, Neil. And it is Joy who was the assist blocker that time, closing out. Still a bit loose, but it got her hand there. 23-21. Did not play in game number 1, played in game number 2. The former UP Maroon, Marian Buitre. It's a good serve. That's a good serve. A chance here to counter right away. No coverage. Set point. Petro Gas.
They were down in the first part of this set, but now they have a 3-point lead. 3 match points for the Petro Gazz Angels.
Pons, dug with a right hand from Sayet. Sampete puts it away, and a comeback win by Petro Gas in the first set. They break the trend. Who starts hot in the first set? This is the first time that a team did not start hot and still won the set. Is that an omen for the Petro Gas Angels? We will find out.
Player highlights, we got you covered. Subscribe now to the PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
We're back inside the jam-packed Phil Sports Arena for game number 3 of the PVL All-Filipino Conference. 30 minutes is what it took for Petro Gas to establish, or to mount rather, a comeback and finish, Neil, on an 18-8 run all in all to snatch that first set.
Petro Gas out-attacked the Cool Smashers in set number 1. Pero yung pinakamalaking factor talaga was the net defense of the Angels. 8 kill blocks. Kailan ka makakita na 8 kill blocks in one set? Madalang yan. And somewhere in the midpoint of set number 1, nawala yung service receive ng Creamline. They had a hard time converting their out-of-system plays. And sayang kasi every time na kumakagat yung middles ng Creamline, mas maganda yung spacing na na-establish ni Kyle Negrito. So, again, they have to go back to the basics. In a championship series like this, non-negotiable na ang service receive. And right now, Petro Gas is living in the moment. I guess their motto is defense wins championships, and they're backing on their net defense to get those points.
I have another question for you, Neil. How did we squeeze in 10,226 people here? Game 1, remember, we were over 11,000 in Araneta. Over 10,000, and there's still people coming in. And this was, by the way, the second big crowd already we had today, as Akari and Choco Mucho hosted the first big crowd here earlier as Akari won the bronze medal. Congratulations to them as they beat the Choco Mucho Flying Titans in straight sets. In the meantime, we are back with you here for set number 2 of game number 3, and Creamline, who starts, Tots Carlos here in set number 2, gets the first point.
Sarap ng buhay ni Coach Sherwin. Ang dami mong MVP na pwedeng bunutin dyan sa bench ng Creamline.
Partner, nabanggit mo yung 8 blocks, di ba? Yun na yung buong output ng Petro Gas in game number 2. They had 8 blocks in game number 2. They have 8 in the first set. That's amazing. And here's another amazing girl. Brooke Van Sickle now with 8 points. They continue to attack Galanza. Here comes Tots. She hasn't had a moment yet here in the finals.
First point for Tots Carlos.
7 points in game number 1 and 0 points in game number 2 for Tots Carlos. Aiza with a hit out.
Veteran move from ng Aiza Maizo Pontillas. Getting that hit out for Petro Gas.
2 up. Boom Gonzalez, Neil Flores with you. Lexi Rodriguez roaming this jam-packed Phil Sports Arena for game number 3 here in Pasig City. Atienza. Pons, that favorite Creamline play. You always see it coming, but stopping it is another question.
The defense of Petro Gas actually read that play from Kyle Negrito, but again, execution is a different topic altogether.
Barbon hinatid kay Sayet, and MJ goes long on that one because it was just a bit low, but she just flicked her wrist just at the right time.
Not forcing the issue there, just targeting that end line.
Back to Pons. Doug. Brooke did not gamble and just sent it over. Tots gets this. Pass. Jonah on the counter. Petro Gas with the lead.
No follow-up from the Cool Smashers on that second touch.
Neil, can you imagine being down 6 points in that first set, crowd going crazy at you, and the kind of confidence boost that a first set still got for Petro Gas?
Iba talaga yung confidence pag ang dami yung kill blocks compared to getting impact points from the attacking department. Mas masarap sa feeling ng player pag kill block against the strong attackers of Creamline.
That's a good point. And that's the one that fueled the comeback, ano? Inagaw ni Aiza. Pinasa kay MJ.
She might not be able to run those slide attacks, but she can run a simple play from the right side.
Yes. A high contact point. The athleticism. Which I can say so for also for Jonas Abete. With the ace.
Still the same problems for the Cool Smasher. They've been targeting Bernadette Pons and Gemma Galanta, and the players are feeling the pressure right now.
Yes, Neil. Combination play is softened. Brooke on the counter, left foot, left arm rather. Free ball. Brooke again. She is punked. Spike of the set. From Brooke Bensico, brought to you by Duncan Pasalubong ng Bayan. And a timeout by Coach Sherwin.
Ayun lang naman tayo. Pasano rin natin. Pag nandito naman sa kabila, Brooks. Malayo pa yan. Present up lang iisipin. Present up. Go, let's go.
Okay! All in, Creamline!
Coach Sherwin blinks first. As you see the rest of the gang, who will also see action in the ABC. Right now, there is some business to take care of, and that is the All-Filipino crown. Van Stickle with the left hand again. Pons denied again. Timeout, 8-4.
Na-miss niyo ba yung game namin? Kung na-miss niyo, subscribe na to our YouTube channel. Subscribe na!
Catch the Petro Gazz Angels, Creamline Cool Smashers, and the PLDT high-speed hitters at the ABC Women's Volleyball Champions League from April 20 to 27. Get your tickets at www.ticketmax.ph or watch on One Sports Plus, and the Filipinos Live app.
This is game number 3, the All-Filipino Conference Finals, being the Petro Gazz Angels and the Creamline Cool Smashers. Another point for MJ Phillips, this time off that power tip.
How about we call for backup here? Lexi Rodriguez, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Bumaniel. Well, this is still the third game of the PVL All-Filipino Conference, and definitely Petro Gazz Angels are starting off strong in this second set. And for the other side of the court, the Creamline Cool Smashers, at the center of the pressure of it all is Kyle Negrito. You know, this actually reminded me of a conversation that I had with her. She told me sa ganitong laban, hindi naman talaga pwedeng mawala sa focus. Kailangan reset agad. Next point, next set. And one of the pressure cook situations that she's in it is the setter duel that she is in. The Kyle Negrito, and on the other side, of course, she's going against setters like Chi Said and Janelle Cheng. So talagang yung babad siya sa court. This conference was definitely a learning experience for them and for her as well. And obviously, a stronger mindset, a stronger heart is the kind of mindset that Creamline needs right now. Quick recovery, short memory, and eyes already on the finish of this second set.
Thank you very much, Lexi. We are in the middle of a 7-2 run after that report, or in the middle of that report about Kyle Negrito with Lexi Rodriguez. Myra point of the set brought to you by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's Vitamin Powered Whitening Lotion. For MJ Phillips, that will be her 9th point.
Look at that. MJ Phillips is starting to go to those slide attacks.
Pero short,
Short slide.
which I think is really
Tricky.
for her and perfect for her.
It was an open block from Creamline.
Yep. Galanza, off speed, right behind the blockers. No lead is safe, as Neil mentioned. This is only a 4-point lead. If you're Petro Gas, you have to have, you know, recollection of everything in the past, Neil. That nothing is safe until the final point.
Ayaw na nila yung almost is never enough.
Yes.
They want to go all the way.
Lori Bernardo comes in. PVS. Gemma. Orton was there but couldn't keep it in play. 2 straight points by Creamline. Gemma is looking to unleash herself here.
That's 2 straight points for Gemma Galanza. One of that off-speed hit. One of a powerful spike.
They go to BVS again. Oh, smart. And a smile after. How many years of high-level volleyball has Chi Sayat been playing? Neil.
She told us she wants one more championship.
Gemma will tip it. This is rare. A tip ball. Aiza. Bang!
Sharp cross-court kill from Aiza Maizo Pontillas.
And you know, this second set, partner, as Eliza comes back here for Gemma Galanza, teams have not made an error. There's no error yet. These are all points that they're winning.
Kaya masaya panoorin itong final series na to eh.
Ang taas ng level natin. Eliza will get this one. Tip ball. Aiza. Tip ball. Valdez. Up to BVS. Hit out. 13-7.
Petro Gas starting to build separation here in the second set at 6-point lead. Ang bilis ng reflexes ng Petro Gas here in the second set. The reaction time
There.
on defense.
Just like that. Counter-attack. Oh. Miscalculated on the swing by Eliza Valdez. And Petro Gas has doubled up. That's the first attack error we've had here in the second set. And Coach Sherwin sues for time.
Huwag yung isipin niya yung score. Isipin natin yung 1 point kung paano tayo makakabigay. Okay? Yun lang muna tayo. Yun lang. Let's go, 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 go.
That's a PBA legend. Alan kay Dick with daughter Marla, of course, one of the 50 greatest players on the PBA.
Sir Jonathan Fribisco, always here to support
Kanina pa,
his teams. From the Spikers turf to the PVL.
Well, they need their support now because they're behind 7 and behind the set. They continue to target Eliza. Eliza continues to swing. BVS was there. She gets it back. This time she was ready.
Creamline needs an impact point. That can be the start of their counter run. Huge rejection against Brooke Van Sickle.
Block of the set brought to you by East West Bank, the official bank of the PVL All-Filipino Conference. What a serve by Kyle. Aiza. With the foot. He's done that many times. Valdez with a tip. Chi to BVS on the other side. Valdez again. Off the soft block. Side back to Van Sickle. Good reaction there. Oh, there's a touch. Called by Herbert Matimategor. Down referee. It is Tox Carlos. Guilty of the scrape.
It's back to a 7-point lead for the Angels.
Brooke Van Sickle on tap. With 15-8 lead, and they continue to target Eliza. Free ball given away. Combination play. No touch. Mishit.
No challenge from Petro Gas. Coach Koji is asking Chi Saet to go for that split block. A simple set to the left and the right wing.
There was a challenge. Oh, they're going to be given a yellow card because I think they tried to force a challenge which was too late. And Adam Swong, our international referee from Hong Kong, was quick on the draw with a yellow card, Neil. He didn't like it. He didn't like the delay. That's out. A couple of errors from Eliza gives a 7-point lead to Petro Gas.
Bitin na kaya sa games? Watch all the replays at PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
The NBA postseason is almost here. Watch the 2025 NBA Play-In Tournament from April 16 to 9. NBA TV Philippines and Pilipinas Live. Hashtag everything counts. Paul Fernandez from Signal Marketing right beside the team manager of the Signal HD Spikers, Coach Ian, Coach Gianni. Fernandez, all part of this massive crowd at the Phil Sports Arena. 17-9. Wow, what a set here for Petro Gas Angels. That's it. Okay, your Creamline, Neil, what is the top of the list thing that you have to do here?
Priority pa rin, service reception. Yun pa din yung medyo inconsistent for the Cool Smashers. We know that they have the attackers na kayang makapag-convert ng points. First attack, transition, lahat yan kaya ng Creamline. Pero pag walang consistent na pasa, may hirapan talaga sila to get past the wall of the Petro Gas Angels.
Valdez keeps it in play. Miscommunication, but it's still okay. High rainbow chance ball for Creamline. That's going to be out. But you see, that's another example. Bernadette Font still on that third ball, still swinging away like it was really properly set for her, which gave Petro Gas problems. They just don't give balls away. They don't tip it away. Not often, at least.
Tsaka pag nakakuha naman ng chance ball yung Creamline, ang bilis ng conversion nila of their own plays.
Right. But
The ninja, Jonas Abete, is having a field day in attacking the defense of Creamline.
The ninja, the samurai, miss 100%.
Pili ka na ng
Everything is appropriate for her. As Myla Pablo comes in and Janelle Cheng comes in for the double sub and a 7-point lead. I don't want to use the word comfortable because it's never comfortable against Creamline, especially in the finals. But it's definitely bigger than that any lead that they've had. Now it's at 8, 19-11. Service reception, as Neil said.
That's another shot pass from the Cool Smashers. Overpass giving a gift to the Petro Gazz Angels. Simple gift from Jonas Abete.
Cheng again. When it rains, it pours. And Petro Gas right now is letting it rain.
Creamline might be overthinking their passing sa sobrang gusto nilang ma-perfect yung pasa. Baka lalo sila nagkakamali. So they just have to relax and be in the right position to get a good pass. But that will be another ace. Look at the substitutions of Coach Koji. 2 aces for Janelle Cheng. 4 points away from getting a 2-sets-to-love lead against the Cool Smashers.
6-2 run right now for the Petro Gas Angels. 4 aces in total for Petro Gas. As a combination play works there for Bernadette Pons, 21-12.
See, it started with a good pass.
Right.
Kyle Negrito was able to find the best option of attack up front. Open block for Bernadette Pons.
Yep. Thoughts with that jump serve. Received well by Jonah. Myla with a swipe. Pons with a dump. Creamline trying to mount a run here. And Coach Koji will call time. Look at that row. The Petro Gas girls with Savvy Davidson also to the left. And Ishi Lalong Lisip to the far right, of course. Shal Morente, Trisha Tubud, AC Caldones, they're all there. And, you know, Savvy, we sat down with her. You were there, Neil. And this is what she dreams of, to be here in the finals. So I love that she's here watching, trying to soak it all in. You're going to see her in the AVC. Is that a 3-0 run right now by Creamline? I believe so.
Bernadette Pons is leading the charge for the Creamline Cool Smashers.
Lead is down to 7. That one is out. So the story of set number 1 was kill block. Story of set number 2 so far is heavy serves. And speaking of serves, Nicole Chamson will come in to serve and sweep. 3 points away from a commanding 2-0 lead in a do-or-die match. Chami on tap. Again. Another ace.
It's a barrage of aces from the Angels.
Eliza, the target constantly. Gemma, target constantly. That's the game plan. Pons will send it. Cheng, Brooke, Van, Sickle, 11 points.
It's all Petro Gas here in set number 2. And I I just heard that they used yesterday to just rest and recover. They watched scouting videos, and I feel like it was a calculated risk for Coach Koji because right now, kitang-kita mo na kondisyon yung mga players. Pero hindi susuko si Dory Bernardo, getting a break point for the Cool Smashers.
What also a tremendous improvement by Bernardo. You know, here when she joined Creamline and the skill set that she has developed as a middle blocker. I know she doesn't get used a lot, but when she does, she really delivers for Creamline. So they save 1 set point. Brooke. Pawns with a dig. Bump set to Valdez. What an angle for Eliza Valdez.
They need to gain momentum.
Yes.
The second set. Try to get as many points as you can bago matapos itong second frame.
This is a good timeout by Coach Koji.
Move in! Let's rip! 1 point!
The Petro Gas Angels are on the verge of a 2-sets-to-love lead. Brooke Van-Sickle leading the attack with 11 points, but that's not the real story of the game.
We have an update sa total blocks and aces ng Petro Gas and Creamline. 14 for Petro Gas, only 5 for the Cool Smashers.
We just caught a glimpse of Mr. Ricky Villavicencio as his team takes set number 2. And Petro Gas is a set away from their first ever All-Filipino title.
Player highlights, we got you covered. Subscribe now to the PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
Back inside the Phil Sports Arena 27 minutes and a 25-16 set that nobody saw coming, regardless of whether you're rooting for Petro Gas or Creamline. But that's what happened. So that's what happened. Tell us how it happened, Neil.
In set number 1, they had a lot of defensive stops, but in set number 2, they had a lot of offensive serves. Creamline really had a difficult time in passing that ball to Kyle Negrito. And look at this, 3 players are already in double digits for the Petro Gazz Angels. Brooke Van Sickle with 11, Jonas Abete and Phillips with 10 apiece. And as for Creamline, Pangs Panaga and Gemma Galanza are the leading scorers with 7 apiece. And Pons pala also has 8. Hindi natatapos ang volleyball sa dalawang set. We already saw this in the past. Will history repeat itself, or will Petro Gas finally change their narrative? Yung attacking department, di naman nalalayo. 14 for Creamline, 15 for the Petro Gas Angels. But Petro Gas had 5 service aces, and they also maximized the 4 unforced errors or 3 points given to them by the Cool Smashers.
While only committing 1 error of their own. It was a clean set. It's a, I guess you can call it a dream set, if you may, for the Petro Gas Angels, especially if you put it in the context to have a 2-0 lead. Now, Creamline has dug deep before in the past. I don't know if they've done it in the finals, so we are checking as we speak. But they're down 0-2. They have to do it here.
Ito yung pinaka-mahirap na set for Petro Gas.
Yes.
It's about finishing and closing Creamline in the 3rd frame. We've seen a lot of reverse sweeps already, so you can't count Creamline out pa. Look at the efficiency of MJ Phillips and Jonas Abete. 55%.
But we've seen many strange things before. And again, the deep bench of Creamline, they're going to try to change it up again, partner. Mitch Gumaba will start with Bernadette Pons. Denise Lazaro Revilla will play for the very first time here, trying to address what you were saying earlier, those reception errors. What a unique position for the Petro Gas Angels. That's going to go in, a first service ace. That was the story of set number 2. And how high is the confidence now of Petro Gas after that comeback in that first set and then a demolition job in the second?
It was a dominant set in set number 2. And ito yung hinihintay ng Petro Gas Angels to put Creamline in that position na mag-aabol sila. You're up 2 sets to none now. It's a 2-0 start for the Angels. Miscues becoming costly for Creamline.
Daming nagdadasal, Neil. Hindi lang dito, lahat ng mga nanonood sa TV. And it's for different reasons. The Petro Gas Angels praying that they're able to close out their rivals. While the Creamline fans are praying for another Creamline comeback. Whatever it is, we're going to be treated. We are being treated. An incredible series here in the PVL. As Tacoron scores her 5th point in this match. She's got 3 blocks, she's got 1 ace, and she's got 1 attack. What a contribution, and what a move by Coach Koji also today, Neil.
Confidence is sky high for the Petro Gas Angels. Everybody is committing to their roles, and sobrang kumpiyansa sila when it comes to getting those first balls. And yung mga small balls ng Creamline, nadadagdagan here in the 3rd set. Time out for Coach Sherwin.
Hindi nyo yung laro natin. Hindi mo tayo makakabol kung mag-reflection pa tayo. Dapat gumawa tayo ng tama. Okay? Yes, yes. Walang set. Salita. Meron set. Salita.
Early timeout by Coach Sherwin as his team is down 3. For 1, Joy Dacoron serving. Negrito goes to Lori. Brooke will make the chase, but will not be enough. Boy, how bad do you want to win? Jonah has had history back in the day. Hasn't been in recent history, but back in the day had history from cramps. And Coach Koji is asking if she's okay. Jonah gives the thumbs up. Play on. Set 3. It's back with Petro Gas. She reverses to Aiza. Maiso Pontillas. 4 points for today's starter.
That is the biggest adjustment din na ginawa ni Coach Koji, deciding to field in Aiza Maiso Pontillas as we bring you the spikes of the set, brought to you by Dunkin, pasalubong ng bayan.
1-2 play does not materialize. Sabete. Negrito to Pons. Soft block there. The chase by MJ. The swing by Jonah. The counter by Creamline. Pons puts it away.
Game face on for Bernadette Pons. She knows that they can still extend this match. She's been the best option for Kyle Negrito throughout this game.
She has been the best option this series, actually, for Bernadette Pons, who averages 19 here in the finals. Second only to BVS, who averages 21. Sabete hit out. Sabete is slapping her calves and hoping that it will stay, because right now she is cramping, or at least semi-cramping, and she's telling the referee, telling the bench not to replace her, begging Coach Koji.
This is her moment. She really wants to contribute.
Sabi ko nga, di ba? How bad do you want it?
Cramps will not stop Sabete from scoring those attack points. But that service error will give Creamline their 4th point.
So Jonah will be in the back row, so she gets to rest from all the jumping for a while. So let's see, as MJ Phillips hits there. Joust. MJ loses that joust.
1 point is manageable for the Cool Smashers. Kyle Negrito winning that joust against MJ Phillips.
Your Creamline, you cannot let this lead go out of hand here in the 3rd. Brooke getting ready. Rolls it. Mitch with a dig. Pons with the attack. She back to Brooke. Not the best set. Negrito shoots it to Gemma. Boom! Boom! Baby!
Big point there for MJ Phillips. Up high and down hard off that gift from Creamline. There's going to be a challenge from the Cool Smashers, a reaching beyond the net challenge. Looked good to me though.
Mitch Kumabao talking also to our up referee, Adam Swong. We don't know what it's all about.
But even if the hand reach,
Even at the head. No problem.
yes, even if not contested, they are not allowed to reach over.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Did you understand what they were contesting with Adam Swong?
Parang di papayagan yung challenge from Creamline.
Okay.
Will be the decision of the first referee point will be awarded to the Angels.
It's a challenge denied.
Not a fair challenge.
Coach Koji.
Oh, it's legal. It's the line. Oh, cannot.
It's a denied challenge.
Challenge is denied because of the
So that will be a point for MJ Phillips and a point for Petro Gas. They lead 7-5. Another misreceived ball. Running attack. How about that? Joy Dacoron giving them a 3-point lead.
Na-miss niyo ba yung game namin? Kung na-miss niyo, subscribe na to our YouTube channel. Subscribe na!
Welcome back, everybody. You're still tuning in Game 3 of the PVL All-Filipino Conference. You know, it's the first technical timeout, and Petro Gas is up by 4 points. And Petro Gas is definitely playing with a different kind of urgency right now, and that starts with Coach Koji. He's kept the team laser focused on tempo and working better on offense and defense, and it's definitely working. You know, Boom mentioned that in the beginning of this game, how the starts of sets is a crucial indicator, and they've now taken 2 straight sets, and they've done it through what Coach Koji calls controlled chaos, winning the war in the middle with MJ, and then you've got Joy Dacoron stepping in and stepping up. Coach Koji told me earlier today really had a different atmosphere for Petro Gas, and definitely that atmosphere is working well for the Red Shirts. The trust is showing, the heart is showing, and it's putting Petro Gas 1 set away from history. Buminil?
Thank you very much, Lexi. Well, you did mention the phrase laser focus. They look like it, but we can say all of that, and this game can turn on a dime, as they say. So the Creamline has done it so many times. They won 10 championships. They've done it in different ways. They just have to dig down deep here against a determined Petro Gas Angel team.
They have to be focused and dig deep. Tsaka kailangan matandaan nila that they are the most successful club team so far in the PVL.
Brooke will try again. 4 touches, 2 straight points. Actually, 3 straight points. 3-0 run.
Petro Gazz Angels.
Coach Koji calls time. Sabete also being treated on the verge of cramping, so we'll see. She Sayat there with 13 excellent sets so far. She gets 1 chance here, and a second ball put away. 3 points for Atichi.
Sweet dunk for Chisay. That will be her 3rd point. She's been pulling the strings really well for the Petro Gas Angels.
2-point lead. Gemma stops that ball. Mitch had to readjust, and that's what happens when the pass is not good, even for a team like Creamline, because now it's getting into their head, Neil. Clock of the set brought to you by East West Bank, the official bank of the PVL All-Filipino Conference. Petro Gas has beaten Creamline twice already in this conference. Can they do it when it matters most?
Another shaft pass from the Cool Smashers.
And another free point given to Petro Gas. Body language contrasting for both Creamline and Petro Gas, and Coach Sherwin burns his second timeout already.
Wala receive, set ng maayos, pasok lang. Pag wala pa rin set, pasok lang. Para maka-block tayo. Okay? Yun lang din. Wala naman tayo magagawin dyan. Receive. Pag wala, block tayo. Pero wala kasi eh. Okay, 1 point ulit.
Let's go! Let's go!
Pasok ako, go!
All in, Creamline!
Good timeout by Coach Koji with a 3-0 run. And then a timeout here by Coach Sherwin to try to break this run. So Ricky Palu and Coach Sergio Veloso, of course, from the Ateneo Blue Eagles in attendance. You were about to say, Neil.
Creamline has been trying to challenge the line dun sa mga out-of-system plays nila. But I like the point of Coach Sherwin. Kung alanganin na talaga, let's just put that ball over. Kasi meron pa naman tayong net defense na kaya din pumuntos. Now a 4-point lead. Petro Gas.
Scissor play. That flare by Gemma Galanza. Stopping that run. Myra point of the set brought to you by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. You hear that from Coach Sherwin and you know things are a bit different because you don't hear that from Creamline. A lot na iba, ipasa nyo na lang, ibato nyo na lang yung bola sa kabila. That's very rare for them. As Tots Carlos, boy, they're gonna need her. Maybe she is the answer. 2 straight points after the timeout.
It's down to a 2-point lead for the Angels. Trying to pump her teammates up.
And the crowd.
Ang laking factor ng crowd ng Creamline eh.
Yep.
Every time they score a point.
The crowd is starting to will them back into this third set. Another 3-0 counter run. We've had 3 of them already, back and forth. Jonah from behind.
Kahit na nagka-cramps na siya, she's still asking for that ball. She's fully committed. That was a back row hit.
Basically, they're stretching her out every time she jumps. Again, she's had this history. We haven't seen this in a while, but it has been a grueling series and a grueling schedule in the finals.
Petro Gas only needs 12 points to get their first title. Pero
that's not
gagapang sila papunta sa 25-point mark. And as for Creamline, they're trimming down the lead. Now they will have 3 attackers up front: Pons, Bernardo, and Carlos.
Jonah. Doug. Shoot to Pons. That's out. No touch. Coach Sherwin is looking at the bench. Help, no challenge.
They're going to save that challenge.
Yeah, and Bernadette did say she didn't notice a touch. 14-12 for the Petro Gas Angels and a 2-0 lead in game number 3. Faulty pass again. Chance to counter here. Sabete will try to swing. Sent back. Aiza ready and waiting. Negrito. Back set to Tots. Aiza saw that. Jonah on the counter. Revilla. Carlos. Denied. Wow.
Might be the point that will turn the tides. Again, an impact play from the Petro Gas Angels, a kill block against Tots Carlos.
And this, I believe, if I were to guess, they're using this as a timeout, Neil. Because again, Coach Sherwin had run out of timeouts. In the meantime, Sabete is using this to be stretched by her teammates. A wise decision for her. Can she gut it out here in set number 3 and in game number 3 as the drama continues to unfold here in the PVL Finals? Sabete today with 12 points. It's like a clean block. Great form on the penetration, Neil, and the great press of hands there. It is picture perfect, actually, when you look at it.
Discipline is spot on from MJ Phillips today. Hindi niya hinahayaan na single block lang yung maitayo nila against the attackers of Creamline.
So it's back to a 3-point lead. 2 straight points. Tots. That is out again. Hitting errors now. 16-12.
Bitin na kaya sa games? Watch all the replays on PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
SB Finance ang BFF na malalapitan. Phil Gainglet Cayetano and their best friend. Totoong best friend, sabi nga niya. Thanks for joining us here at the Phil Sports Arena. Lori Bernardo skies after that technical timeout to get a point back. Neil, I posed a question earlier. We were kind of asking when we went on cam. We were trying to check, has Creamline ever come back 2 sets to love? Of course they have. But have they ever done it in the finals was our question. In all of the finals of Creamline and the 10 championships that they've had, they've only done it once. And it was in game 1 of the 2021 Open Conference versus Cherry Tigo. You remember that in Ilocos. And that was game 1, and that's the only time they've come back in a finals, okay? Down 0-2.
Errors are now starting to pile up for the Cool Smashers.
Wonderful writers, of course, always on point when it comes to all of these historical factoids. Lumusot! Still alive! Lori asking for it, and why not? Looking for a spark. Creamline might have found him.
Back-to-back, back quick plays for Lori Bernardo. Good to go for the Cool Smashers. And Negrito has been splitting the blocks. Yun yung nagagawa ng steady pass.
Yeah, you're right.
On service reception and also on digging.
That's an over. So, before the technical timeout, partner, we had a 4-1 run. And now, pending this challenge, it's a 3-0 answer by Creamline. This series is crazy. This game is crazy.
It's a reaching beyond the net challenge from Petro Gas.
Right. on that overpass, ano? For those of you who just joined us, Petro Gas taking the first two sets. The first set, they were down 6 points. They mount a comeback and win that first set. And then in the second set, they dominated, especially from a serving standpoint. So they're up 2-0 here on Sudden Death Saturday. We're happy to have you with us. Boom Gonzalez, Neil Flores, Lexi Rodriguez. 98 games. This is 99. Game number 99.
That's the correct call. That will go to the Cool Smashers.
That's a point, and that would mean a 3-0 counter run.
Lead is down to 2.
The ball you hit first, they are allowed to block. No problem. Okay, continue.
That's attack number.
No, you are the attack, black roll attack.
Again, that's Adam Swong, our international referees who came in during the semifinals. All of our international referees.
He's super firm pagdating sa mga calls niya.
Very quick too.
Lori Bernardo with a hammer. Looking for a game changer.
3-0 run. That's what we were talking about. All hands on deck. And the chant of Lori off the bench. She has 6 points, partner. The answer by Sabete is wide. And Creamline is back in the game. 5. 4 straight points. Coach Koji calls timeout. Not 5, but 4. That's Lori's number. Look at that. 86%.
6 of 7.
Yep. A 5-point lead has disappeared. And a chance to take the lead. Galanza puts it away.
Game face on for Gemma Galanza. They have turned the tables. The lead is now with the Cool Smashers.
And it all started with Lori Bernardo. As we said, and we kept saying here in set number 3, job is not done. You cannot relax against the experience and depth of this Creamline team. And Petro Gas is mentally affected now. Remember, Creamline has no timeout. And they've done it without a timeout.
Serving is back for Creamline. They're now getting good points off the Bernadette point serve. As they say that, they also commit an error.
Now this is a real test now for Petro Gas. A test of their composure, a test of all the experiences that they've had in the past, regardless of whether it's against Creamline or not. Can they survive this onslaught? Galanza is determined. She's got that look.
He's not smiling anymore.
No.
Gemma Galanza getting that hit out against Chi Saet and MJ Phillips. But for Petro Gas, they still have Brooke Van Sickle up front. Chi Saet can maximize her presence there.
Lori sends it out. Petro Gas only behind by 1. One team, and that's her team. Eliza Valdez is playing in desperate mode right now, trying to survive.
Pinch server in for Coach Koji. Marian Buitre will serve for the Petro Gazz Angels.
We go to Gemma. Thoughts? Sends it to the net. Petro Gas looking to recover here. Remember, they were down 6 in the first set. But the pressure of a third set and the pressure of a closeout set is like no other in volleyball.
Is 5 points away from making history. That service error.
That's an expensive one.
A 1-point lead. Now Creamline only needs 4 points to extend this match to a 4th.
BVS receiving. Tacoron on the run. Still alive. Wow! BVS on her springs. Saving a point. And it might be a crucial one, Neil, because that was already a Creamline point.
Was it the best of sequences for both teams?
Wow.
Brooke Van Sickle had enough elevation to get that kill.
That is out. 2 service errors by Petro Gas. Even the veterans are feeling the nerves. 22, serving 21. Ooh, ooh.
You have to remember, in game number 2, Gemma Galaza was the one who scored the winning ace.
Yep.
Now they're up by 2 points.
Composure. Isa. A chance to counter here. Pawns. BVS waiting on the other end. Rolls it back. Goes for the second ball. Counter attack. One more time. Pawns. Petro Gas side now. Isa. Dogged by Negrito. Tots Carlos on the right pin. Over and out.
Creamline will challenge. They're looking for a block touch.
Happened in front of us, Neil, and it's so too close to call.
Kahit tayo hindi sure kasi medyo nawala ng spin yung atake ni Tots Carlos. Petro Gas looks confident that there was no block touch.
This is crucial. Coach Remy Palma, their captain, is talking to the Petro Gas team and tinuturo niya yung ulo. Stay in the game, stay focused. Let's look at this. It is a high ball.
Ball was flat, no spin.
Wow, Petro Gas is still alive here in set 3. It's so funny. In this sport, partner, a 2-0 lead feels like nothing in this situation, no?
Here's the dilemma for Kyle Negrito. You have 3 attackers up front. Kanina mo ibibigay. My bet is on Bernadette Pons.
Yes. She saw it, able to chase. Sabete denied. Sinungkit. Set point Creamline.
You always have to trust the coverage of your teammates. Jenny Tempiatura
Was there.
already waiting for that ball.
He was there. This place is ready to erupt. Sabete saves a set point. And by the way, that block point kanina was only the 3rd block point of Creamline in this match.
Aside from yung service reception, yun din yung missing link today. They can't seem to match the kill blocks of the Petro Gas Angels, but now Creamline has one chance to put this ball away. They will be on the receiving end.
But double sub here with Chami serving and MJ Phillips for that net defense.
Full front line for Petro Gas.
Hold on to your seats, Philippines. Anticlimactic as Adam Swong had a check with the technical table. Now we're ready. 23, serving 24. Pawns. And we are going to a fourth set. Creamline is back.
It was written in the stars boom. Hindi lang pang 3 sets. Itong Petro Gas and Creamline.
They had a 5-point lead, talking about Petro Gas. And then Lori Bernardo happened.
Player highlights, we got you covered. Subscribe now to the PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
Well, PVL fans, we still have more volleyball coming your way. It is set number 4 as Creamline won set number 3 in close fashion, 25-23 against the Petro Gas Angels. Creamline finally out-attacked the Petro Gas Angels in that set, 14 compared to the 9. Bumaba yung numbers ng Petro Gas in the blocking department, and they also had crucial unforced errors in the tail end of set number 3. This is where it gets tricky. Jonas Abete is already suffering from cramps.
Yes.
So if we head into the 5th set, Creamline might just have the upper hand. It took us 34 minutes to end set number 3.
Well, they were down 5 in that 3rd set, and then we ended that on a 21-14 total run in favor of Creamline.
Yep.
Neil, Creamline has done everything imaginable in their 10 championships and all the other championship stints that they've had. But they've never come back from 0-2 to win a title. Kung meron pang challenge na ibibigay sa Creamline and all of their storied career as a team, this one might be the one.
We have to applaud the efforts of Lori Bernardo and Bernadette Pons.
Yeah.
Reaching beyond the net violation, it's called on Pangs Panaga.
Lori Bernardo, who scored 6 points today. That's already her highest in the conference, Neil. Another miss hit by Tots Carlos. Now, but if you're Creamline though, you cannot afford another set where you have to come back again. I know you can do it. I know you've got the crowd behind you, but you're playing with fire already, especially with the talent that Creamline has. Kept alive. Thoughts on the left side. 2-0 for Petro Gas. Trying to regain their composure. 3-0 Petro Gas.
Petro Gas has to maintain this lead. They were able to get a good lead in the previous set. So they let Creamline come back. Timeout, Cool Smashers.
Again, an early timeout by Coach Sherwin.
Di ba sa gitna? Okay, ito lang siya. Ito. At once ko, dito kasi tutulong si Deten. Yeah, ma'am. Hey, get 1 point na ulit! Pakawalan mo na. Take quick 4. Pakawalan mo na.
Alright, let's go! All in, Creamline!
3-0. Tots Carlos and the rest of Creamline trying to come back not only in this set, but in this game. Down a set. Trying to reverse sweep into their 11th title. Panaga. Brooke. Oh! Oh, somebody touched the net. It's Jonah, actually.
Jonas Abeta tried to save that ball, but was already in the airspace of the Cool Smashers.
Let's go to Lexi Rodriguez.
Buminil, honestly, I was holding on to the railing just by the tail end of that second set. But you know what Creamline said? They are not done just yet. You know, they found Lori Bernardo exactly the spark that they needed. Lori Bernardo came in as the surprise in the Magic Bunot, and she delivered a jolt of energy, as well as, you know, Bernadette Pons once again with a set-winning point, cool, composed, and clutch. And actually, this reminded me of what I heard back in the box. They were saying, hindi pa tapos, kahit isang set lang yan, malaking bagay. Kailangan maniwala hanggang dulo. And right now, that kind of belief, that Creamline heart is keeping them in the fight. Bumenil.
That's right, Lexi. That Creamline heart keeping them alive here in this game number 3. Thoughts on the right pin. That's too low. Let me correct what I said earlier. Lexi pointing out about Lori Bernardo. She has scored 6 already here in the conference. So today, Lori Bernardo just matched her conference high with 6 points in a game number 3 lang naman.
Tots Carlos is still trying to find her range.
Right. 4-2, Petro Gas. Pangs on the run and gun. It's out. No touch.
Too long for Pangs Panaga. Side attack doesn't work.
They're going to challenge this. Oh, I think Jonah admitted that it hit her hand. So, challenge canceled. That's a Creamline point. Lead is 2. Barbon, perfect pass. Look at MJ Phillips rise with that ball, Neil. This is the perfect angle to see it.
He just knows what to do with that set from Chisa, and mababa man or mataas, nagagawa niyang paraan.
Lead is 2, 5-3. Pons flying in. Aiza diving. Sabete swinging. Sabete will try again. Counter attack here by Creamline. Pons is asking for it. Brooke overpass. This time MJ Phillips closing the door on the spark plug Lori Bernardo.
13 points for MJ Phillips. She's a big picture of consistency from set number 1 until this set. He's been racking up the kill blocks for the Petro Gazz Angels.
15.5 average. He's close to that average. Pinabawi. Si Lori Bernardo. What trust. What guts. By Kyle Negrito.
Mainit eh. So, give more chances to Lori Bernardo. She's a lefty.
Kahirap, ano?
Mahirap bantayan ng mga lefties na middle blockers.
It's really changed the game here for Creamline. Thoughts a little bit out of rhythm. Lead is 3. Extra hot here at the Phil Sports Arena. And I'm talking about the nature of the game and the venue.
The temperature.
The temperature of the venue. Combination. Sent back. Kyle back to Pons. The tip. Sent back again. Lori tips it. Tempiatura to BVS. Thoughts will send it over. MJ waiting for it. But waiting for her was Bernadette Pons.
Look at the focus of Bernadette Pons. She's been doing it all for the Cool Smashers, getting her numbers in service reception, in digging, in blocking, in attacking, you name it.
14 points for a girl who averages 19 with a high of 22 here in the finals. Oh! Down 1.
MVP mode for Bernadette Pons.
Stopping that ball was Isa. Good enough to set up Brooke Van Sickle as she goes airplane mode on that one.
Na-miss niyo ba yung game namin? Kung na-miss niyo, subscribe na to our YouTube channel. Subscribe na!
Don't you miss a thing. The NBA playoffs are coming this April. Only on NBA TV Philippines, One Sports, RPTV, and the Filipinas Live app. Hashtag everything counts. The late night show here at the Phil Sports Arena continues, otherwise known as game number 3 of your PVL finals. Creamline record in game 3s, 2 and 4.
Perfect pass from Gemma Galanza.
Oh. What a pickup by Sabete. Van Sickle. Good dig by Tots. Tip ball. Chi goes for it. Negrito sets up Bernardo again with her season high.
Set was already tight for Lori Bernardo, but she was still able to challenge the block of Joy Dacoron.
Brooke can't catch that.
Ito naman yung maganda for Petro Gas. Hindi pa nila na-overload si Brooke Van Sickle. So I think hindi pa siya as tired.
Oh, you're right, you're right.
So So somewhere down the road here in the fourth set, you can give more sets to Brooke Van Sickle pag nasa harapan siya. Offhand works for Paps Panaga.
Tuloy-tuloy tayo, dikit-dikit tayo here in set number 4. Eight serving 9. Brooke misreceiving that one, but she finds a way.
How did she do that? Our Myra point of the set brought to you by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion.
Finding a way. Brooke Van Sickle. Sharp serve. Thoughts. Gemma in the middle is almost practically unstoppable. Creamline is hanging with Petro Gas here in the fourth. Trying to do what they have not done ever in a game 3. A reverse sweep. We're far from it, but that's the mission for them. For Petro Gas, the mission is to close out. Once again. Doug. We're all tied up at 10.
Now it's Petro Gas feeling the pressure from the Cool Smashers.
Galanza serving. Short serve. And that short serve gave them a free ball here. Dug by Brooke. Sabete. Uy! Ilalim sa bola. And Creamline takes over the lead. Myla Pablo is going to be dispatched here.
It's the fatigue for Jonas Sabete.
Yeah, for sure. Total block points. Will it be enough? We haven't seen Rania Musa here. It's been Dacoron, Phillips. We haven't seen Remy Palma. 11 serving 10. That's a good pass. That's out though. Maya says there was a touch. Are they going to challenge? Yes, they are.
If that is unsuccessful, Creamline will hold on to a 2-point lead.
Yeah, and if it is unsuccessful, that will be a 3-0 run by Creamline. The biggest lead of Petro Gas was at 3 here in this set. What an unbelievable series. No matter how this ends, Neil, and no matter whether it ends here in the fourth or in the fifth or whoever wins, there's a storyline that's going to be all over the news, all over the social media for the next week. Just because this finals has been played so well. No block touch, so that is a 4-0 run. You're Petro Gas, you gotta win this. You cannot just expect Creamline to give you freebies or...
You have to fight back, because they've been here before.
Correct.
Almost at the cusp of glory, pero nabibitin sa dulo.
2023, memories of that. But Petro Gas behind now after a 5-0 run.
Pero hindi nagmamadali. Huwag kayong matras!
Okay, go, let's go, let's go!
That's first.
Hey, Petro Gas Angels!
All right, Neil, I've asked you the question about what Creamline had to do to come back. They've addressed it. I ask you the question now about Petro Gas. What do they have to do to come back and win this set?
They need a quick side out. Yan yung unang priority ng Petro Gas Angels. Brooke Van Sickle is in the back row, but you can still go for a 5 attack. Gusto mo talaga ng mataas na percentage of conversion. Now, MJ Phillips will move up front as she tries to score off their defense.
Joyce sends it to Denise. That breaks the 5-0 run, by the way. What a delay there. But it is out for Isa. But it's a great set. And another challenge. This will be the second challenge already. The Petro Gas Angels. This one looks long.
This is going to be the last challenge of Petro Gas.
That's the last challenge. Yeah, you're right. You know how... Whoa! What a great challenge! This is the reason why we sit here, Neil, and we're not line judges. What a challenge there by Coach Koji's team. That is an important one.
You were already saying na ang ganda ng execution
Ni
ng
Saet.
reverse set ni Chi Saet.
Oh, pero ang ganda rin ang sagot ni Pangs Panaga.
Point number 11 for Pangs Panaga.
3 players in double figures for Creamline. Another service error by Creamline. That was the one that plagued Petro Gas in set number 3. Gave away so many free points.
Petro Gas has to take advantage. Binibigyan ka ng Creamline ng free points of their service errors. What are you going to do about it?
Sapete is back in, Neil.
They have to bring back their numbers pagdating sa net defense kasi bumaba yon in the previous sets. And Bernadette Florence is just attacking with precision and accuracy.
Like an MVP. 17 points tonight.
She's taking it 1 point at a time.
Isa trying to tie her shoes, so referee will allow a little more time. Ready to play. 15-13. MJ keeping them in it. 14 points for Marjana.
Good point for MJ Phillips, but you can't just exchange points with the Cool Smashers. Because once Creamline controls the tempo, nagsusunod-sunod yung attack points nila.
Swipe. Chance to attack. Long ball. Sabetes sends it over to BVS. Easy take for Bernadette. She wants it. She got it. But this one's out. I love, though, that she wants that. She wants all the balls right now, Neil.
At sobrang specific ng instructions niya kay Kyle Negrito kung anong set yung gusto niyang makuha in transition.
15 all. This set, this game is up for grabs. Sabete. Tots. Brooke. Delayed by the soft block. Tip. Tap. Oh! 16-15. Brooke Van Sickle with 17 points.
Player highlights, we got you covered. Subscribe now to the PVL YouTube channel. Subscribe!
More than 10,000 here at the Phil Sports Arena. That is the second game already. We had a big crowd also in the bronze medal match between Akari and Chocomucho. Akari pulling it off in 3 sets, so congratulations to them. They will be awarded the bronze later on. All the awarding will happen after game number 3. We don't know when this is going to end and how this is going to end, but everybody watching here in Phil Sports and everybody watching on One Sports Plus in the Filipinos time, and all over the world, by the way, have no idea where this game is going, Neil.
Such a close fourth set, only a 1-point lead for the Petro Gas Angels. It's the same situation kagaya ng set number 3. They have the lead. The question is, kaya ba nila i-maintain yan?
That's the question.
At the remainder of this frame.
We're coming off a 4-0 run, by the way, by Petro Gas going into that technical timeout. Once again. She is not done yet. 18 points by Bernadette Pons.
You really can't question the talent of Bernadette Pons. Lalo na pagdating sa championship series na to, she has been the go-to girl for Coach Sherwin Meneses, the most stable player on the floor for the Cool Smashers.
MJ Phillips wants to be in that conversation. That is her average here in the finals. 15 points for MJ. She averages 15.5 to be exact. What a series. And what a comeback for MJ here in this conference. Chance to counter. Brooke, rolling ball. What a smart play. 18 points for her and a 2-point lead by Petro Gas.
Looked like a chance ball papunta sa Creamline.
Ang ganda nung ni Brooke na hindi niya lagi pinipilit sa lakas. She really finds a way and looks at how she's going to vary her offense.
That's just pure court sense.
Yeah. Here they go again to her. Oh, but this time though, way away from that net. Brooke naman kung kailan ka naman namin batiin ng ganyan Ano ba?
She's still human after all.
Hey, Mitch Gumabaw is going to come in here. Who's going to set Neil?
Might be Bernadette Pons.
Interesting.
It is going to be a simple play for sure para sa Creamline in transition.
But they need to defend first as Brooke goes cross-court.
So it's going to be tossed Carlos.
To Gemma. I'm telling you, Creamline has so many tricks up their sleeve, and they do it at the strangest of times, and they really catch all these teams surprised sometimes. No setter. Double. Petro Gas 19-18. We have come to crunch time here in the fourth set.
Kaya naman, kanina, there was already a countdown for Petro Gas in set number 3, but Creamline came back. Now there's another countdown for the Petro Gas Angels. 6 points to go for their first ever championship.
Gemma. Sayat able to save that. Sayat sets it to Brooke. Brooke goes long. That's what we're talking about. Brooke and her variety killing Creamline here. 19 points.
Locked and loaded, going above the double block of Creamline, targeting zone 1.
Look at her. This might boil down to Pons versus Van Sickle at the end, Neil.
P3, no running. Running 3. Running 3. Ngayon lang yan, ha? Ngayon lang. Pons sa back row, pwede pag loose ball.
Tiwala lang ha, tiwala tayo.
Para sumama lang to. Si Joy naman na nandun. Oh,
Go lang ha.
pag nasa kabila, relax lang. Okay,
Let's go! On in, Creamline! Down 2. Is there another comeback in store for all the Creamline fans here? It looks like a specific play, Neil.
Coach Sherwin gave multiple options. Kaya kaya negrito kung ano yung play yung pwede lang putan right now.
Side serving. Sharp serve. We're going to go for the running. That's what I heard during the timeout. BVS. Dug by Pons. Gemma on the other side. Denied. Gemma will try again. Stopped by Tempiatura. Aiza scores! 3-point lead. Don't count me out just yet. Says Aiza Portillas. And a Myra point of the set. Brought to you by Myra B. Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. 3-0 counter run.
We have to thank Jelly Tempiatura for that wonderful dig.
That's another wonderful dig by Sabete. Too close to the net. Chance ball. Back to Brooke. Brooke again. 20 points for BVS.
It is going to be all Brooke Van Sickle and Aiza Portillas here in the tail end of set number 4.
Ano ba tawag natin dyan, Neil? Namomorsyento na. Namomorsyento na. Kyla Atienza back to receive. 22-18.
4-point cushion for Petro Gas.
Is it cushion or is it pressure? You cannot gift points to Creamline. That's a freebie, and this is going to be a strong serve coming at you. Brooke receiving. Doug. Gemma. Brooke is still waiting. Adjusting. It's back with Petro Gas. It's going to be Petro Gas side. The Coron puts it away. 8 points for the K3 starter.
Unexpected play from Chita, but at this point you have to gamble.
Gutsy. Gutsy. Eliza Valdez and the rest of the Creamline faithful praying that there's still a comeback in them, while Brooke Van Sickle are 2 points away from their very first All-Filipino championship. Championship point for Petro Gazz Angels. 8 points in this set for Brooke Van Sickle.
Look at that wicked serve.
Brooke, by the way, looks like she's on the verge of tears right now. Championship point. Thoughts? A chance for Petro Gas. Sabete. And they did it! Petro Gas! The monkey is off your back! A first ever All-Filipino championship for the Petro Gazz Angels. Hanging tough in set number 4.
They came prepared, boom. They had heavy serve, they had solid net defense. A well-deserved win for the Angels.
Masterful job by Coach Koji. And he's in tears. He's in tears. He's roaming the Phil Sports Arena. Coach Koji is. He's actually not even celebrating with his team. Coach Koji is all alone at the corner. And now is finally joined by team captain Rem Palma. The celebration begins here at the Phil Sports Arena. The Petro Gazz Angels deny Creamline its 5th straight All-Filipino and get one of their own Finally. What a competition and what a series by two champion teams. And we got to give you our Panalo Play of the Game, brought to you by Yakult. Yakult every day, okay. 16 points by Jonas Sabete, bucking cramps, swinging away, and delivering an emotional championship to the Petro Gas Angels. Unbelievable scenes here at the Phil Sports Arena. A lot of people doubted them after that Game 2 loss and thought that Creamline was going to put pressure on them. But now, all those doubts washed away. We will take a break. We'll give you our awarding ceremonies here at the Phil Sports when we come back.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check. Mic check 1 2.
Sino una mo? Sige. Myla muna. Pangilang championship mo naman? With Petro Gas. One question lang. One question.
I could try, it just would be really bad.
Sino una papasok? Lexi una? Lexi ba una? Oo.
Welcome, everybody. We are done with the PVL All-Filipino Conference. Hello, PVL fans. I am with the new champions of the PVL All-Filipino Conference, the Petro Gazz Angels. What an emotional win for both you, Brooke and MJ. I know you guys are feeling ecstatic. You're feeling great. Your knees are on fire just because of that crazy game. I want to start off with Brooke. Brooke, you had an amazing game of 21 points. What was going through your mind? I know you had that scarf with you throughout the game. What was the significance of that scarf?
It's to make sure, just wipe the sweat off, to keep calm. It's like kind of like a security blanket. Just kidding. But yeah, just mindset was to continue to push. Creamline, you can't let up. They're the team that's just going to continue to fight and then keep coming at you like nonstop. It doesn't matter what the score is, and you saw that in the third set. And fourth set, we just kept talking. Hey, stay calm, stay calm. Like we know we just have to keep trying our hardest and just stay together. And we prevailed. So congratulations to the team, and I'm very, very, very proud. And I can't believe this happened.
You were very emotional as well, especially this being your first championship in your pro career. How does it feel? Did you have any moment in that game that you felt like, this is it, we're gonna get the championship this time around?
I wouldn't say I felt like that during the game. Creamline's they're dynasty. They're a winning team, and the whole time we didn't ever feel like, oh, we had this. We knew we just had to fight and just see, like, we knew to put the effort in and just to see what the results. So it worked out in our favor, and again, super proud of the team. Everyone did a fantastic job.
Amazing. I know you're catching your breath right now, so I'm gonna let you paint just half of the artwork. We're gonna complete the artwork in just a bit, so I'll let you paint while I'll talk with MJ right here. MJ, how are you feeling? How are your knees? What's going on in your mind right now?
I'm just like speechless right now. Like our team has been through a lot, and I'm just so happy that we came together when the time was right, and we just showed a lot of resilience and grit, and I'm just so proud of this team.
6 months of this conference. It's been a long conference for everybody, especially for you guys. A middle mayhem for you. You were great at the net. The net defense was fantastic. What made you extra motivated this time in this game?
I just wanted to bring the championship to Petro Gas, and that's what we did. So I tried to stay focused, and thankfully my team had my back all the way and just kept talking to me, seeing what I could do best, and yeah, team effort.
All right, so I think it's time that we paint and complete this artwork for the newly crowned PVL All-Filipino Conference champions. MJ and Brooke, you may now go ahead. While Brooke and MJ are painting and completing the artwork, Neil, who are you with?
Well, Lexi, I'm with more queens right now. I'm with Myla Pablo, Mommy Chisayet, and Jonas Abete. Punta muna tayo kay Myla. Myla, you've been through the ups and downs with Petro Gas, and this is the first All-Filipino title for your team. How special is this championship?
Siyempre, sobrang saya namin kahit pa paano nakuha namin tong championship na to. Siyempre, maraming mga hindi naniniwala sa amin, pero kami, kumapit kami, lumaban kami, and nagtulong-tulong kami as a team na makuha namin tong game na to.
Everybody really chipped in throughout the 3 games. Myla, meron ka bang mga pagbate? Gusto mong pasalamatan ng mga fans and supporters niyo?
Siyempre, binabati ko yung mama ko, yung mga kapatid ko, yung mga pinsan ko, siyempre yung mga fans na sumusuporta sa amin, sila Sir Chito and si Sir Rafi. Yun lang po.
Okay, punta naman tayo kay Mommy Chi. Mommy Chi, congratulations for winning a title with Petro Gas. First question, ano or sino ba ang Petro Gas para sa'yo?
For me, now I can say we are the champions. And yun nga, sobrang thankful ako sa coaches, sa teammates na all out kahit na sobrang iksi ng preparation for this game 3. I mean, Sobrang hirap ng mga adjustments, pero ito, na-survive namin. Gaya ng sinabi ko, may tatawid namin to at ito na, maayos.
Mommy Chi, sinabi mo you want one more championship, one last ride with the Petro Gas Angels. What's next for you?
Okay, I will still be here in Angels. Andun na din, planning for retire, but not too soon, but soon.
Well, you've heard it here first. More championships, hopefully, with the Petro Gas Angels. Now, let's go to Jonah Sabete. Jonah, you've suffered through cramps in this game, but you pushed through. Hindi ka nagpapasab. What went through your head as you came back here in game number 3?
Actually, di ko na din magkakausap. Ano ba? Yun nga, sabi ko lang, lalaban ko to. Sinabi ko naman to sa kanila na ilalaban ko to. Tutulong ako sa team kung anong mangyari. Kahit anong mangyari, magkadabali-bali na yung katawan ko, ilalaban ko to.
Well, that was the heart of a champion for you. Congratulations, Jonah, Mami Chi, and Myla Pablo. Lexi, alam ko may mga kasama ka pa dyan. Sino pa ba ang kasama mo?
Alam mo, Neil, itong dalawang kasama ko, tuwang-tuwa. Actually, kanina medyo napaiyak silang dalawa. They were hugging each other. I'm with Rem Palma, the heart of the Petro Gas Angels. And of course, the head of it all, Coach Koji, who's been fantastic in headlining this team. You know, I want to start off with Rem. Rem, every time na nag-uusap tayo, lagi mong sasabihin, puso. Bukod sa skill, puso talaga yung umiiral sa bawat laro. Anong klaseng puso ang meron ang Petro Gas Angels ngayon, lalo na at natawid nyo itong championship na to?
Itong series na to, sobrang daming pinagdaanan talaga ng team. Halos andun na kami sa dulo ng mga pasensya namin, andun na kami sa dulo ng lahat ng kakayahan namin. Pero sabi ko sa kanila, let's fight with heart. Let's fight na ibigay na natin lahat ng kaya natin. Kasi andito na tayo pinagtrabahuan natin to, wag natin ibigay basta-basta.
Thank you, Ram. Now, Coach Koji, earlier we had that chat and then you said that the atmosphere is different today and you think that today is the day, and definitely today is the day. How are you feeling right now? What pushed the emotions? What pushed the tears?
Yes, today is a big difference in my player atmosphere. Yes, I trust it today player. Yeah, so we could win, but I appreciate Creamline. That was
When you're having game with Creamline, kasi di ba laging hindi ka naman basta-basta pwedeng magpaka-relax or magbigay lang kasi nga alam natin kung gaano rin talaga katibay yung team nila. So kami, kailangan talaga naming pagtrabahuan yun ng multiple times sa lahat ng effort na kailangan namin bigay.
Yeah, absolutely. And now it's the Holy Week after this. Absolutely. I know you guys are tired, so I'm going to get you off of the camera. But what do we have next, guys?
Check, 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 test, test. Speaker.
Pero hindi kailangan patayin ha.
Oo, gilid lang. Baliktad. Check, check, 1, 2, check, 1, 2, 3, check, check, check. Test. Check.
Roger, paangat daw nung PA system, as sabi ni Pato. Roger. Perfect. Are you ready, boom?
Correct, back inside the Phil Sports Arena for the conclusion of this game number 3. And what a series it has been. What a conference it has been. It has been a marathon race. What, 154 days? We had 22 weeks. We played 99 games, and we're finally done. And along the way, we saw the making of several stars. And tonight, we recognize those who have shined brightest. We name the 2024-2025 All-Filipino Conference Premier Team. The statistics from the preliminary round were used in the calculation of our Premier Team. And as a special token, our Premier Team will all be receiving a gift from our friends at Fabriano. And joining us to present these prestigious awards, we welcome the chairman of the PVL Control Committee, Mr. Sherwin Malonzo. The first Vice President, Channels and Content Management of Signal TV, Ms. Shena G. Olaso. And our Head of Sports Content, Signal TV, Mr. Miko Halili. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're ready as we give you our All-Filipino Conference Premier Team. And we begin with our top playmaker, our best setter. The PVL All-Filipino Conference best setter is Kyle Negrito of the Creamline Cool Smashers. This is Kyle Negrito's third time winning the Best Setter Award in the PVL. Truly blossomed since joining the team in 2019. One more time for your Best Setter, Kyle Negrito! Ladies and gentlemen, we crown now our best outside spikers. First up, one of the fiercest competitors in the PVL. Your best outside spiker from the PLDT High Speed Hitters, Savvy Davison. Congratulations, Savannah Davison. Savvy collects her first individual honors in the PVL. She was our league's top scorer in the preliminary round and had a handful of iconic scoring outbursts, leading PLDT to a quarterfinals appearance. Now our next best outside spiker. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Creamline Cool Smashers, Bernadette Pons. Ladies and gentlemen, Bernadette Pons can now add her first best outside spiker to her growing list of accolades. One of the most consistent players in Creamline's campaign this conference, and delivered again here in games 1, 2, and 3 in the finals. One more time from the Creamline Cool Smashers, Bernadette Pons! Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our middles. The first of our 2 best middle blockers took the league by storm. The first one is from the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells, Thea Gagate. The #1 pick of last year's PVL draft played a huge part in Zeus Coffee's turnaround this conference. They went from winning their first match ever to being just a game away from a semifinals appearance. This is Thea's first conference as a pro. One more time for Thea Gagate. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our second of the best middle blockers completing our set is a veteran who has one of her best conferences as a professional. From the Creamline Cool Smashers, Bea De Leon. Made big strides in her net defense this conference, finishing the preliminary round tied for the best blocker in the league. Ladies and gentlemen, this is BDL's first individual award as a professional. One more time for Bea De Leon. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, our best opposite spiker. And the award goes to Trisha Tubu of the Farm Fresh Foxies. Tubu was a force this conference, finishing as our second best attacker and 4th best scorer in the preliminary round. Tubu is now a 2-time PVL best opposite spiker. Congratulations once again, Trisha Tubu. Now, it is time to award our All-Filipino Conference Best Libero. Quickly now, becoming a legend in the league, your best libero is from the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, Tang Ponce. Ponce is now a 3-time PVL Best Libero. That makes her the most awarded libero in the professional era of our league. She was one of our top diggers and our best receiver this conference once again. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, for Tang Ponce. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, the top rookie of the conference. And our All-Filipino Rookie of the conference, a game changer for our team from the Signal HD Spikers, Ishi Lalong Isim. When the calendar turns to 2025, there was perhaps no player who made a bigger leap than Ishii. The 7th overall pick of last year's draft was a big reason the HD Spikers continued to be a force this conference. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, from the Signal HD Spikers, Ishii Lalom Isip. Ladies and gentlemen, the final member of our team is the best of the best, our MVP. The most valuable player selected from top teams this conference, your PVL All-Filipino Conference MVP is Brooke Van Sickle. From the Petro Gas Angels. Alongside her award, Brooke will be receiving a token from her friends over at Fabriano. She is a two-time now back-to-back MVP. New words we could use to describe BVS. Second straight. All Filipino now for you. BVS is your MVP. Brooke, can we hear a few words from the back-to-back MVP?
Guys, I can't believe that, the season finally came to an end. Longest conference ever in PVL history. It's been really fun. PVL fans, maraming salamat po for all the things that you do. Thank you for making this, volleyball such amazing sport here. You guys are so loving and caring, and we love to see it and the continuation of growth for the sport. So again, thank you so much, po. Congrats, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, your MVP, Brooke Van Sickle. And that is your 2024-2025 All-Filipino Conference Premier Team. Welcome back inside the Phil Sports Arena. We just awarded the 2024-2025 All-Filipino Conference PVL Premier Team. Now it is time to award the top teams of the conference, the best of the best. All right, for our podium ceremony, ladies and gentlemen, first up on the podium, our bronze medalists. They were tough, they were relentless, and we welcome to the podium the Akari Chargers. The Akari Chargers with Danny Ravenna, Fifi Sharma, Max Wanko, Steph Bustrillo, Michelle Cobb, Gretzel Sultanes, Camille Cal, Ezra Madrigal, Erica Ragas, Isabella Bacabak, Celine Domingo, Catherine Justin Hazaredo, Ivy Laxina, Faith Nisperos, Ellie Soyun. With head coach Taka Minoa, team manager Mosey Ravenna, assistant coaches Villet Ponce de Leon, Juvie Mangaring, Vince Mangulabnan, Rodel Canino, Trina Corbett, Jem Manalang, Yukawa Hayashi, JC Obena, Christian Torres, the Akari Chargers, your bronze medalists of the 2024-2025 All-Filipino Conference. Winning their series also in 3 tough games, culminating in a sweep today here at the Phil Sports Arena. One more time, let's give it up for your bronze medalists, the Akari Chargers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we award our silver medalists, the most successful club in the league, earning their 7th straight finals appearance. Let's give it up for the Creamline Cool Smashers. The Creamline Cool Smashers with Kyle Negrito, Eliza Valdez, Lidge Rodriguez, Jeanette Panaga, Michelle Gumabao, Ella De Jesus, Lori Bernardo, Pao Soriano, Kyla Atienza, Denden Lazaro Revilla, Bea De Leon, Bea Bonafe, Riza Mandapan, Rose Vargas, Tots Carlos, Bernadette Pons, Gemma Galanza, Mape Galanza, and Aliyah Torres. Assistant coaches Carlos Santos, Jonathan Garduque, Harry Raneses, Mark Caron, Bok Morado, Edgy Magadia, Carlota Celda, Eduardo Martinez, and Sonny Cruz. With team manager Alan Acero and head coach Sherwin Meneses. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for the Creamline Cool Smashers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your gold medalists. Our champions. And you can finally call yourselves All-Filipino champions. Ladies and gentlemen, the Petro Gazz Angels! The Petro Gas Angels with A. Adolfo, Janelle Cheng, Donna Paralejas, Joy Dacoron, Jelly Tempiatura, Aiza Maizo Pontillas, Rem Palma, Brooke Van Sickle, Marian Buitre, Casey Galdones, MJ Phillips, Michelle Morente, Myla Pablo, Rania Musa, Shi Sayet, Nicole Tiamzon, Jonas Sabete, Baby Love Barbon. With assistant coaches Brian Esquivel, Fe Acordon, Karen Adubal, Juan Paulo Sotelo, Jay Chua, Mona Bagatsing, Adam Paraiso, Cha Cruz, Operations Head Oliver Almadro, Team Manager David De Chupa Jr., and Head Coach Koji Susurabara. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for the Petro Gas Angels! Ladies and gentlemen, one more award to be given away, and it is our finals MVP. Your All-Filipino Conference Finals MVP is MJ Phillips. MJ Phillips, tonight, 15 points, 11 attacks, 4 blocks. Your finals MVP, Marjana Phillips. MJ, can we hear a few words from the finals MVP?
Sorry. Thank you guys, everyone, for supporting Petro Gas. We couldn't have done it without you guys. And thank you, teammates, for always having my back. And yeah, thank you, teammates, and everyone who supports us. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, your finals MVP, MJ Phillips. Your champions, the Petro Gas Angels. Your All-Filipino Conference champions and your All-Filipino Conference MVP on your screens. Brooke Van Sickle, what a moment. Two very, very good friends. And the rest of the Petro Gas Angels, the monkey is finally off their back. Their first ever All-Filipino Conference title. When I had a conversation, Neil and Lexi, with Brooke Van Sickle a couple of months ago, and I asked her how would a championship and what would it do for her, what would it feel, and she said she's been dreaming about confetti falling down at the Phil Sports Arena, and now the confetti falls not only for her, but the rest of the Petro Gas Angels and their loyal supporters here at the Phil Sports Arena. Welcome back to the Phil Sports Arena. Boom Gonzalez, Lexi Rodriguez with me, Neil Flores. What a series it has been. Lexi, tell me about your emotions here in game number 3.
I mean, I'm just as, shocked as these players as they won and remade history as well. It's been an honor and a privilege for witnessing the stories of these athletes as well. From the day that this conference started, I've been asking them almost the same questions, but sometimes I've had great conversations with them as well, getting to know them much better, and it's just been a really, really great and long ride.
Well, you and our courtside reporters have done a spectacular job telling the stories of these athletes. Neil, it must be not just sweet that they finally won this All-Filipino, but they won it against Creamline. Must mean something to them.
This was once a dream for the Petro Gas Angels, and I'm just so happy for them. They really worked hard, and it's another successful PVL conference from the rookie draft to this long All-Filipino conference. Hindi tayo nabitin sa volleyball action. I'm sure we will be back stronger than ever. Lumalaki yung pamilya natin dito sa PVL. But for now, let the confetti drop because we are celebrating the first All-Filipino conference title of the Petro Gas Angels.
Congratulations to them. Congratulations to Creamline still. Congratulations to Akari. And congratulations to the Premier Volleyball League for an incredible staging of the All-Filipino Conference. 99 games done. And we're finally closing the door and pulling back the curtains on your All-Filipino Conference. So next up is, of course, your PVL draft in June. That's going to be another exciting moment for your Premier Volleyball League. For Lexi Rodriguez, Neil Flores, all our hardworking courtside reporters, anchors and analysts, and everybody behind the PVL production for Signal TV, I'm Boom Gonzalez. It has been an honor, and we'll see you in June for your Premier Volleyball League draft.
It's been a long journey.
Back to back.
Bakit naman may ganon? Burger.
Okay,
Yes, correct. So, ay. Talaga? Eme.
Tuksana.